Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dragon Age. This should be part 13. Today we're going to we're going to have some conversations with some companions, try and start progressing their storylines, and uh, we're also going to start on the next step as far as the story goes. So, uh, who do we actually want to talk to? It's important to talk to the people who are your main companions.
Rest. Rest would be welcome. Yes, of course. I'm just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken. Thank you. You're very kind to say so. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time, but there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done. Oh, no. I'm not the sort of person that leaves things unfinished. I'll see this through, I promise.
All right.
Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower? The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most. One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone, replaced by madness. And there is no turning back, or at least that's what they say. Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured, or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity, their humanity. Yes, it is madness and cruelty that define abominations. If those are lacking, if the mage remembers the person they truly are, then they are not an abomination. I never saw that. Thank you for showing me another way of looking at it.
All right. Flip up here. Morgan's actually doing really good. Alistair, Sten. Go into my inventory because I actually have some. Oh. Use this. Just don't want that. Don't get anything there. But we do get another skill here. We've got all that. I guess we take our critical shot, which is good. Also here. Oh, hey. I forgot we picked up things. I forgot we picked up another one of these, which is I already have. You actually start off with more willpower than win, so we're going to give you. No. I'm thinking about it backwards. You're the one who gets the magic bonus. You're the one who gets the willpower bonus. Okay. Okay, Rose of Orleans. That's a book. Books go to win. Yeah. No. Go this way. Portraits
I am impressed. My thanks.
Go to you. The white runestone goes to you.
I could get used to this, you know.
And golden rope necklace goes to you.
A fine gift. You have my
Alright. The 2 ales go for another character we do not have yet, so they will have to wait for another time. Yep, moderate magic there.
So, tell me, how did you become a Grey Warden? Earl Rendon Howe, the Earl of Amaranthine? Why would he do such a thing to you? You are the last of the Couslands? I had no idea. My lord. Yes, I suppose so. You can no longer have a title, can you? But that does not mean you must forget utterly where you came from. Take heart, dear friend. You survived, even when you were not expected to. You do not know yet what lies in store for you, or the name you carry. It is not so bad, is it, being a Grey Warden? Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be.
Alright.
I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you? I just wanted to know what you thought being a Grey Warden was about. Ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others, about serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men. As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men, and you guard them because their continued existence is more important than you are. Thus it is you who serve, not they. A good king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly. He serves his people first and foremost. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant. And the country suffers for it. If you live apart from others, and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today. I should stop before I wear out my welcome.
Alright. Getting her up. And we keep going for a little bit here.
Well, here I am. I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in. I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's garden, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the maker stretched out his hand to say, Even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith. In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything? That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop. Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind? My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated, and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais, and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it. Mother died when I was very young. Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother. Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dry flowers in her closet amongst her clothes, small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andrastis Grey. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on.
Alright. We spent about 10 minutes talking to people. We're going to actually move on now. And let's see here. We want you, and you. And now from here, we're going to go and do Redcliffe Village. Normally I do Redcliffe Village next, but you know what? We're going to cheese it a little bit, and we're going to do what I know is the most powerful.
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banor that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards. An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
Okay. Alright, nice and simple. Thankfully I'm playing a full range team.
Careful.
Alright. Liliana, level up. How high did I need? 22. Okay. 22 there. 1 there. Requires level 12. So good news is I can't be tempted in taking that, and I can pick up melee archer. Something she desperately needs. Alright.
On it.
Alright. That. Pick up this death root. Nothing there, obviously. Oh hey, there's more this way that didn't bother charging. It's like they're supposed to.
Go, quarter!
Alrighty.
On it.
And the other one's not spawning anything for me.
Right.
Poor fella. He died for 2 silver to his name.
Trap right ahead. Trap
Yep.
right ahead.
It's either you or me,
Now we
and
go
it
into
isn't
that.
gonna be me.
Defend yourself.
You come here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Traps are disarmed.
On it.
Alrighty. To this. Alrighty. One more elf fruit, and then we can continue on our way. Oh, right, that's this cutscene.
I fell.
We have her high enough.
For a moment there, I thought it was all over. Everything. I will explain everything when we are back at camp. Now is not the time.
Alright.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly. I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours? Seeing as you are obviously no simple trespasser, I will leave it to the keeper to decide the importance of your business. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
I understand, but this one claims to have important business with our people.
I see. Tell me, stranger, what business could you possibly have with us? We have our own issues we must deal with, as you can see. You might have simply said so to begin with. Masiranus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zacharian, the keeper of this clan.
Sure.
Its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are? Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not. I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped, but we are in no position to uphold our obligation. I am truly sorry. They are savage and unrelenting. They need no reason to attack anyone. What is curious, however, is the ambush. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before. The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that would be no trivial task to retrieve. Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan. There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect, but it's the only hope we have left. From whom? The children of the stone? The Shemlin? Do you truly think they have time to spare for us? I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck. Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use. I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Alright. Now we got a few quests we can do around here. We can get some supplies and stuff. Master Verathorn's this way. I'm going to start with him.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Verathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Verathorn.
And so they should. Truly, the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need? Yes, the keeper sent word that you might ask me for such. I took the liberty of assembling some goods that our hunters use. There is a large chest by the Araville, where I put everything we could spare. Feel free to sort through it and take whatever you need. I have nothing left that the clan could spare, but we do have goods that we were going to bring to the Shemlin villages to barter with. I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest, ironbark. The keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come. I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree for mage. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you. That would please me, so long as our hunters come first. Goeth Shiloh, may the creators visit fortune upon you.
I said I'd like to go, not I would like to barter. Okay. Dalish boots. Open up the chest. Okay. I picked up this stuff. What else can I gather back here?
I thought the
As you
Dalish
wish.
would be much harder to find. Do you think this clan let us find them?
Let's get started.
Under invitation, stranger. I am Asa. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you. That is very generous of you. Most would assume we are unkind as a rule, and that is not the case, especially not to a Grey Warden. But we have lost much, and it is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me. None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't speak too much about this, especially with an outsider. I am sure you have little interest in my problems. It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me. My wife Delilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Delilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Delilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace. I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
Alright, picking up new quests, new things to do. Pop open the wooden crate with some armor in it. We'll go over all this in just a minute. All these little codexes help. 50 experience pop. Nothing there. Over here, we have someone to talk to.
Hello? I'm Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter. I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand. I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of the beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Jaina.
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Dana will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery. You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do. No, I couldn't do that. I must kill the beast myself. It is my rite of passage to become a full hunter. You are right. I do want to marry Gaina before she marries someone else. You would get a pelt for me? Why would you do that? Then I am very grateful. I will pray to Andrul, the goddess of the hunt, for your success.
There are multiple ways you can go about this one. You can just go talk to her, and if you've got a high enough persuasion skill, it'll work. I'm not sure I do, which is why I didn't want to risk it.
On it.
See here. Okay. We do not want to go down here and initiate this quest because I do not have the stuff for it needed for it yet, and if you don't have it, you can't complete it. It's a you get one shot and one shot only at this quest. Alrighty. Alright. Let's take a look at my inventories now. Alright. Shripo, elm, not good. Basically I have nothing here. Here, I may have some stuff though. Nope. No. You put on those. This we want for sure. This we want for sure. And we'll keep the physical resistance for now. None of this is permanent. Liana. Okay, nothing new for you. Win. So you don't want that. You have bar dancing shoes, so you don't need these. Okay, so you actually don't need any of it in here. These boots are good for you. Alright. So that's all the improved equipment we found. Now let's see what we can buy.
What do you wish? I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
I believe you are the only merchant in the game who does not have a super good weapon. Harden. That's actually better. Elf rope, not helpful. This longbow U is better. Okay. Nothing here really interests me. Nothing here I need. Dump those. Dump the death root. Back here we can dump the acid flask. We can dump that. We can dump that. No gifts, no backpacks. Okay. Here, better bow. Which means we can give this bow to you. The rapid aim just helps me fire faster. Oh, and here we also have better armor. And here, it's slight downgrade in armor, but it is worth it for that extra dexterity.
What do you wish? I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Alright. So we're going to drop this, and we're going to drop this. And this here is where we are going to wrap it up for today. Next time we will head out and actually start on the Dalish and their main quest line and the few quests we have picked up. I will see everybody again on Wednesday. Remember to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and ring the little bell so you actually get alerts as to when I post videos and go live. Have a good day.